AI advancing across Google, Bing, Meta, and more, the question persists: is SEO dead? A recent MIT Technology Review article suggests it might be. What's your take, Dan? Has SEO reached its end, or is there more to it?
I think realistically, SEO, as we've had it for the last 10, 15 years, I'm not going to say it's dead, but it's definitely going through one of the biggest evolution phases it has had to. It has to go through the evolution phase to stay relevant. It has to go through the evolution phase to remain valuable. Um, for years, we've been spoiled. We've had good attribution to an extent. We've been able to target bottom of a funnel. We've been able to really target any point of a funnel. We've been spoiled with bottom of a funnel keywords, being able to kind of monitor them that way, create large organic campaigns targeting mid and top funnel. But the evolution now isn't just so much coming. I mean, AI is one of the bigger catalysts of this, but the change has been coming for quite a period of time now. But when we started the argument of whether or not TikTok was a search engine was when the industry really needed to start realizing that we were moving into an era where, regardless of if we want to call TikTok or whatever a search engine per se, people are moving to different platforms and not just going to a search engine to discover content. You could make the argument why people not done that historically, but platforms like Facebook and Twitter, to a certain point, weren't geared up for information discovery in that way. They weren't geared up for that kind of content element, whereas platforms like your TikTok, Instagram, and different elements have their main proposition is the discoverability and curatability of unique content, and people are starting to trust it more. The market penetration has grown. Obviously, smartphone penetration is a lot higher. Internet penetration is nearly 100% across most target markets and most markets. So, yeah, SEO isn't dead, but it has to evolve. If we focus specifically on AI, it's just another mechanism. I mean, if we go back to the late 2000s, not even the late 2000s, sorry, the late 1990s, I still remember Ask Jeeves putting out the TV adverts and being the prominent and dominant search engine. I still remember actively going to askjeeves.com to use Ask Jeeves on the computer, on my dad's old desktop. And that was at the time when you still had the yellow pages, you still had telephone directories and X directory and things like that. You still rang up, and there had to be an evolution period there. And okay, Ask Jeeves lost out in the race to kind of Google and other search engines, but all AI is now is just another, and AI agents and AI platforms and LLM platforms, it's just another development for users to be able to recover information, to find what essentially satisfies their needs. And from an SEO kind of point of view, we have been, in my opinion, developing a skill set which gets us prepared for this era. Whether or not we've realized it over the past few years, but even back as far as when Google's page quality rater guidelines came out, they had things in there about needs met, beneficial purpose, user value proposition. When Google started to index fragments and dump straight to jump links in text, that was because it was wanting to give users the information directly. Feature snippets is another good example of that. It's we've been worried about user experience because of core web vitals and different elements, security because of HTTPS, and it's almost like we've been trained subconsciously to be ready for the AI era because all people want is information now. Whether or not we can directly optimize for AI overviews, ChatGPT, Perplexity, things like that, that's a completely separate question. But SEO is part of a wider integrated marketing communication strategies, part of a wider Marcom element, is definitely something that we've been preparing for, and now we just have to adapt to it. We have to start acknowledging that some SEO campaigns is going to be a little bit like out of home advertising, and billboard campaigns is going to be about brand awareness and brand visibility. And very few people turn around and ask what the conversion rate of a large motorway billboard advertisement is, because it serves a purpose. A lot of SEO campaigns, and some of it is going to have to be serve a purpose. And then it's about understanding if people are going to use Facebook, use Meta AI, use other elements to do research, where are they going to come into the organic funnel at that point? So to kind of succinctly try to wrap all that up, I don't think SEO is dead. I think SEO as the concept, as it has been, is potentially dead, and it has to evolve to survive. But I think as an industry, we're quite well catered for in the amount of tools and data and things we pass through, and if we don't realize it, to start becoming more beneficial and more valued to businesses and a wider marketing strategy than what we potentially give ourselves credit for.
Thank you very much, Dan. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this short insight video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more.